What's going on? Eric6554 here. Time for another gun review, and it is of my Taurus PT-22 pistol. First off, I am going to start doing safety checks to a degree, but inspect the magazine, nothing in it. Tip up barrel, weapon is safe. Reinsert magazine. Okay. First off, we're going to talk about the pistol. This is a Taurus PT-22 22 long rifle. Picked this up used back in over the summer for about 180 bucks. Shoots pretty well. It's a fun little gun to shoot. Originally got this for concealed carry, which I still don't have my carry permit yet because I've been kind of broke. But yeah, I know it's a 22, but nobody wants to get shot with a 22. This model has wood grips. It's double action only. It does have a manual safety, which why they put that on a DA only gun makes no fucking sense. Magazine release is in the standard position. Magazine does not drop freely. Holds 8 rounds in the magazine and 1 in the chamber. Has a magazine disconnect, which I really goddamn hate. I think it's ridiculous that you need that. Yeah, some states have ridiculous laws that require that, which those anti-gun laws are unconstitutional anyway. Sights. This is an up-close and personal pocket pistol. That's what this is. It's good for plinking, but ultimately it's a great weapon if you're an elderly person or a female because you don't have the strength to rack a slide back. You can put one in the barrel, close it, have a fully loaded magazine, you're good to go. And to make the weapon safe, all you got to do is open the barrel. Okay. Trigger pull. It's a little stiff. Okay. Gonna do disassembly. First you want to remove your magazine. Tip up the barrel. Remove your slide, which easiest way I think is to pull back on the slide. Okay. Pull up, I mean. Okay. And the gun is disassembled for the most part. As you look, there's not a lot to it. It's a straight blowback design. The weapon does not have an extractor. It relies on the pure force of the pressure to expend the rounds. And here's your firing pin block. It's got 2 rails it rides on. It's a copy of the Beretta Bobcat or Tomcat series. Very basic pistol. I'll take a step further and I'll remove the grips so you can see the guts of the pistol. These guns come in a variety of finishes and a variety of different grips. Each grip panel is held on by 2 grip screws. Standard wood grips with the Taurus logo. These are very fun pistols to shoot. They're very cheap. They're pretty reliable depending on what ammo you feed them. I typically use Federal Lightning or Remington 22 Thunderbolts. I heard that CCI Stingers are too much high velocity and will damage the firearm. That's what I have heard. The manual even, I believe, says that too. Because I looked at the manual online a long time ago. But that is basically the whole pistol. I've never taken it down further than this. It's very reminiscent of a Beretta. This is a copy of a Beretta. Shit. And then get your trigger bar, trigger spring, or one of your main springs, probably the sear spring. Trigger spring, other side. Very, very basic pistol. Insert the magazine. This weapon does need the grips to fire because the grips put pressure on this bar right here, which Taurus PT-22. Then to reassemble the weapon, say right. Shit. There we go. Where's your magazine disconnect? Shit. Well, we're gonna put a grip panel. We're gonna put the left grip on, and I'm gonna try and figure out where the magazine disconnect is on this thing, because I may end up removing it, because I hate magazine disconnect safeties. Magazines for this, if you can find them, are about $25, which ain't too bad. It's not cheap, but it ain't bad. I mean, okay. Magazine is inserted. Okay. Take your other panel. You have to line the holes up, which is not too difficult. So flathead, standard screws. When you're shooting this, I would say every couple hundred rounds, definitely retighten your grip screws, because I've noticed, at least with the rounds I use primarily Remington Thunderbolts, which are high velocity, tend to make the grips move. Now to reassemble, take your slide. The way I found it best is to go like this. There may be other people have other ways, but this is what I seem to work best. Because this is not like the Beretta, as far as I could tell, where the tip-up barrel will come off. Okay, there you go. Gun's been fully disassembled. Okay. To load the magazine, you can either pull the spring down all the way and drop rounds in, which you gotta be careful when you do that, because when you drop the rounds in, sometimes they... Let me get my 22 rounds out and I'll explain. I'm gonna get the 3 types I've fired in it. I've only used, well, actually 4, but I'm all out of the 4th type. The Remington bulk pack, the gold standard ones, I can't remember what they're called, the hollow point. They come in their box is not very tall. These are the rounds I have fired, and other than those, and it fired everything fine. CCI Stingers, you run these babies in it, this thing has like the muzzle blast of a 9mm. These are $2 a box at Walmart, $1.50 a box, $5 a box, or $6 a box now. Federal Lightnings are a 40 grain round nose rat bullet, and they come out at 1,240 feet per second. Remington 22 Thunderbolts are a 40 grain bullet, and they come out at 1255. So the Federals are not marked high velocity, but they more or less are. And you can load the magazine either that way, standardly, like you would do a larger caliber, or you can pull, spring down, and drop your rounds in. Like that. Okay? And then to load the barrel. Magazine is not inserted into the weapon. Take your standard round, plug it in, drop it. Then to make the weapon safe, say for example, you carry this when you come home from work. You got a round in the chamber, fully loaded magazine. You're going to put this weapon away, but you want to keep your magazine loaded. You just lift up the barrel and drop out the round. This way, you don't have to worry about bullets set back because you don't have the slide ramming into the cartridge like you do with other automatics. Makes this gun very safe. Fits in the hand well with the grip extension, and I don't have small hands, but I don't have huge hands either, but the gun fits okay well in your hand. If you have large hands, when this comes back, you're going to have to worry about slide bite. You're not going to have to worry about hammer bite, because that's all it travels back. Okay, PT-22 Taurus. Yeah, magazine does not drop freely, like I said, but this is a good pocket pistol. It's a good plinker. It's fun to shoot. It's just not the most. It's accurate up close. I wouldn't do any shooting past probably 15 feet with this thing. Look at the sights. I mean, this is definitely. Oh shit! I'm on trouble. Fall back and pop, 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 pop. Very good concealed carry option. If you're going to carry a 22, these are probably the best rounds you can get. The CCI Stingers. These babies come out at 640 feet per second. And unfortunately, they don't have the foot-pound rating on the box, which you can find online. But the 22 Thunderbolts do, and they have 140 foot-pounds at the muzzle and 92 foot-pounds at 100 yards. The Federals, I don't know if these are marked. No, they're not. Most of the Federals are, but ballistically, it'd be pretty close between the two. But this is a very fun pistol to shoot. Simple, safety, up. I don't use it though. I mean, but I can understand this being made. This is made in Brazil. All Taurus is made in Brazil. Hell, the Springfield Armory 1911s, the GI models are made in Brazil, and hell, even the XD is made in Croatia. But Taurus has definitely stepped up their game over the years. But all in all, a good, fun, recreational pistol. You will not go wrong with buying one of these. For what they cost, new, I see them around $250. Which ain't too bad for a 22 pocket pistol. The cheapest decent 22 pistol I've seen is the Jimenez J22, which is a copy, it's the new version of the Jennings or the Raven. Those go for now. The cheapest I've seen a used Raven has been $130. The new Jennings go for, I've seen them between $150 and $180. Where this is a much better made pistol for a little bit more. Like I said, I picked this up used for $180. So it's a fun little pistol. Eric6554 here, signing off. Hope you enjoyed this.